Hey guys, it's Mrs. Bryant. Welcome back to Flip Classroom. Today we are going to be solving equations with variables on both sides. Please make sure your ISN is out and you have titled the next blank page, Solving Variables on Both Sides. When you are ready, we will start the first example. Our first example is negative x plus 4 equals negative 2x plus 6. I know it says use algebra tiles to help solve, but we're just going to go ahead and solve it. A couple of things you need to know about solving with variables on both sides. You'll notice variables on both sides means you have a variable, then an equal sign, and then another variable. We know that we can combine like terms, but in order to do that, they have to be on the same side. Because both of our variables are negative, we want to make sure that we are moving the biggest digit. Notice there's a 2 here and a 1 here. We're going to want to move this 2. That way, when we move it, it becomes positive. So, let's do it. So, plus 2x plus 2x. Draw your equal sign. You know those cancel. So, you're left with x over here plus 4 equals 6. Now, x is not by itself yet, so we have not solved. We know we need to get rid of this positive 4. In order to get rid of the positive, we have to do the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of positive is negative. So minus 4, x equals 2. And then that's your answer. But you want to make sure that you always check your answer. We said that x equals 2. So now we know that we can plug this number in wherever there's an x, and we should have the same thing on both sides. So minus 2 plus 4 equals negative 2 times 2 plus 6. Well, negative 2 plus 4 would be a positive 2 equals negative 2 times 2 is negative 4 plus 6 would be a positive 2. We have the same answer on both sides, so we know our answer was correct. And anytime I'm going too fast, you need to make sure you pause the video, rewind, and catch up. Here's your next example. 5x equals 2x minus 9. Notice that both of our sets of variables are positive. So at this point, we want to move the smaller one so that way it stays positive. So minus 2x minus 2x. Those cancel. You're left with 3x equals negative 9. In order to get x by itself, we must divide by 3. And if we do it to one side, remember we do it to the other. So x is equal to negative 3. Of course, we want to check our answer. So x equals negative 3. So 5 times negative 3 equals 2 times negative 3 minus 9. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15 equals negative 6 minus 9. Negative 15 equals negative 6 minus 9 would be a negative 15. Notice your answers are the same, so you know your answer for x is correct. Here's another example. 2x, make sure you're writing these down, minus 4 equals 5x plus 8. Now, what do you notice? They are both positive, so we're going to want to move the smaller one. So, minus 2x minus 2x. You're left with negative 4 equals 5x plus, 3x plus 8. X is still not by itself, so we need to get rid of this positive 8, so we take the negative 8 on both sides. We're left with negative 12 equals 3x. And then we solve for x. Divide each side by 3, and x is going to equal negative 4. Once we have solved for x, we come over here and we check it. So, 2 times negative 4 minus 4 equals 5 times negative 4 plus 8. Well, we have negative 8 minus 4 equals negative 20 plus 8. Negative 12 equals negative 12. Your answers check out, so you know your X was correct. If you don't know how to do the math in your head as fast as I am, that's why you have calculators. Make sure you are using your calculators. Here's another example. 5x plus 36 equals 9 minus 4x. So, write the problem. 5x plus 36 equals 9 minus 4x. Now, one's positive, one's negative. If you have one positive and one negative, you're always going to want to move that negative so it stays positive. So, plus 4x plus 4x. You are left with 9x plus 36 equals, hold on guys, equals 9. So, we still need x by itself, so minus 36 minus 36. Those cancel. You're left with 9x equals 36 minus 9 is 27, and it's going to be negative because the negative's bigger. Then divide by 9, divide by 9. X is equal to negative 3. But once you're done with that, you have to check it. So 5 times negative 3 plus 36 equals 9 minus 4 times negative 3. So, negative 15 plus 36 equals nine minus, or is it going to be positive? It'll be a positive 12 because both of them are negative. So 36 minus 15 would be 21 equals 21. You know your answer was correct. Another example. What do you notice about this example? You have to do something else first before we can actually solve. Yes, you have to do the distributive property. So 3 times 2m, make sure you're writing this example down, is 6m. 3 times negative 1 is minus 3 plus 2 equals 4 times negative 3 is negative 12m, and then 4 times 2 is plus 8. And now it looks like something we can solve, but before we can do it, we need to make sure that we are combining like terms. Now, which variable do I want to move? Do I want to move the negative 12 or the 6? I want to move the negative 12, so it'll be positive. Those cancel, so you're left with 18m minus 1 equals 8. Plus 1, 18m equals 9. Divide by 18, and you have m equals 1/2. If you don't know where I got that 1/2 is, I simplified my fraction. 9 over 18 is 1/2. And on your own, you can check it to make sure it comes out correctly, because I promise you it does. Here's one that's kind of weird. What do we need to do to solve this one? We need to get rid of those fractions. In order to get rid of those fractions, we have to come up with a number that 3 can go in and 4 can go in. And then we multiply both sides by that number. What number can 3 and 4 both go into? The answer is 12. So 12 times 2 is 24, divided by 3 is 8x. And then 12 times negative 7 is negative 84. Equals 12 times 1 is 12, divided by 4 is 3x. And then 12 times 3 is plus 36. Now it looks like something you can solve, right? So, which x am I going to move? The 3 or the 8? You're going to want to move the 3. So minus 3x minus 3x. Those cancel. You're left with 5x minus 84 equals 36. So then you're going to add 84 to both sides. And you're going to get 5x equals 120. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X is equal to 24. Alright, we will practice some more of this tomorrow in class, so make sure you come prepared with all your notes taken from your ISN. I want to thank you for listening. When you have finished watching this video, please make sure you comment below, that way I know you watched it. I will be calling parents tomorrow if this video wasn't watched, so be prepared. Thank you.